on follow him on the Instagram. I'm sorry. Follow him at Alec Went. That's ALECWINT. Alec Went. And you can listen to some of those things that he had there. Plenty of music, I promise you. You won't be disappointed by his music that he has for it. And I appreciate him letting me use his music for the podcast. Listen, I do not want to take up all of your time. I see some of my families on here, my Cowboy family. I see Kevin. I already see what you're saying. See, I'm starting to get to know my brother, Kevin Kari. I'm already starting to get to know him. I can almost read in between the lines of what he's saying on in his answer. All he just gave me was a no, but in that no, I know what he's saying in there. So bear with me, Kevin. You know I'm coming in a different type way. Just see how I spin this thing a little bit later on with this. So we are here, grateful tonight. I'm everywhere tonight, so I'm looking at Instagram right now. I'm able to read your comments for those that are there. I see my brother James Iron say a long time, brother. Ain't no doubt about it, man. We go way back, way back. I'm talking almost back to maybe when I was in the 6th grade, maybe. I think James was with me at Crump, maybe. Maybe. If not, forgive me, I'm older now, so I kind of forget some of that stuff. I'm reading all your comments here. Wherever you're watching me from, I can see you. Hey, what's up, Anthony Crawford? I see you, man. Good evening. How you doing? Good to have you in tonight. Y'all come on, hang with me. So, last night, if you watched Monday Night Football, what you saw last night was the Philadelphia Eagles get beat by the Seattle Seahawks, as expected. No surprise there. They beat them handily. I thought it was going to be even worse than what it was, but they beat them. But what you guys did not see last night was that there was, even though there were no fans in the stands, collectively all around the country, there were a bunch of Cowboy fans that were cheering with with Seattle Seahawks pom-poms and cheerleading outfits. And we became the Cowboy Nation. Well, most of Cowboy Nation became a fan of the Seattle Seahawks last night. They cheered with every play. They wanted Metcalf to score 5 touchdowns. They wanted Russell Wilson to go completely off. It was a bunch of Cowboy fans that were just going ballistic, excited beyond whatever. It's almost like, it was almost like a win for the Super Bowl. I noticed a lot of my Cowboy pages that I'm on about at least 10 or 11 Dallas Cowboy pages, groups that is, on Facebook. And you wouldn't believe all the cheerleading that was going on last night. And I'm not knocking. I understand, because the Cowboys have put themselves in a position where they simply need help. They just need help because they're not going to be able to do it on their own. They're going to need help. So anybody that's in our division, most Cowboy fans are cheering for that. I'm from the old school. I'm sorry. I'm not a bandwagon type guy. I'm sorry. If I can't do it, then I don't need nobody else doing it for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You see, because I'm from this thought process and this thought pattern. My thing about the Cowboys is it's simple. Okay, if if other teams do beat teams within the division, what we gonna do? you see what I'm saying? After somebody else takes care of the teams that you want to win, we have to play a game. It's kind of like everybody cheering because Philly lost against Seattle, but the Cowboys had to play the Ravens Thursday. Okay, we beat. Y'all beat Philadelphia. Okay, what we gonna do? Help me, somebody. Why we got a game to play. So we got Baltimore coming up, whatever day of the week we playing. My goodness, it changed almost every day. We playing on Tuesday now. This coming up Tuesday. So what we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Why are we so excited? We gotta win. We have to win. Hey, Nanny, how you doing? Hey, I think this Rhonda coming in. Hey, Rhonda, how you doing? I'm just doing my podcast. How y'all feeling out there? For those that have joined in, wherever you join in from, put your comment up. I can see you. And I just want to say good evening to you while you have the chance. So, hey, what's up, Macho? I see you, man. What's going on? Let me put your comment up. Good to see you, man. Good. Thanks for joining in with me tonight. You've been MIA. Well, welcome back. Welcome back, man. Good to have you back. Don't be MIA all the time. Come on back in. You good, man. So James Irons is on Facebook now. You done switched on me, James. You was on Instagram. Okay. The way they played the skin, they got problems playing the Ravens. Yeah, exactly. I'm in total agreement with you, James. Because see, once we stop cheering for Seattle to beat Philadelphia, we got to line up. And see, it do no good. It do no good if we it does no good if Philly loses and then we come back and lose. It just don't do nothing for us. Hey, good evening to those coming in on Instagram. So tonight, Kevin, if you still here, because Cowboy Nation is overall in such a cheerleading mode right now, I just want to play the what if game tonight. And I need you guys to come and help me. If you're on Podbean tonight and you want your voice to be heard, just dial in and I'll let you in and we can talk about it. But I need your help tonight. If you're on Instagram, I can see your comments wherever. Everybody's on here. Let's play cheerleading mode tonight. And let's just see if we can find a way that may have the Cowboys actually winning the division this year, because the division is not good. Actually, in all honesty, the Cowboys, here's the truth. They are only one game behind. They're just one game behind. You can be in last place this week, which the Cowboys are, and win one game and you could be tied for first place. That's how bad it is. So let's see. What do you guys think? I have my own opinion. I just want to go down tonight, the teams in the division and what they have left. By now, we know what teams are. We can see it. And of course, anybody can be beaten on a Sunday. We know that. But generally speaking, we pretty much got an idea of what team is going to win in games. Hey, Bishop Browser, I see you, man. It won't happen this year, you said. That's if I remember, Bishop Browser, I believe you are a Washington Redskins fan, if I remember right. So I know you excited because y'all in first place. You got game up. But let's just see. Let's look at it. And if your team is one of the teams in the division, kind of look at it and just see, and I'll finish up with the Cowboys at the end and give my little perspective. And let's look real quick. So the Giants, as crazy as it may sound, the New York Giants are leading the division right now. They are. The New York Giants are in first place in the division at 4-7. They're in first place in the division. It is what it is. All right. I see you, Bishop. I remember all haters teams. I see you, Bishop Brass. I remember all haters, and you definitely are a hater. So, and even though you're a great preacher, but you're a great hater too. So it is what it is. Look, this is what the Giants have left. Y'all listen clearly. They're 4-7 now. All right. Their next game is at Seattle. The next game is home after that against the Cardinals, Arizona. Their next game after that is against the Cleveland Browns at home. Then they go to Baltimore, and then they finish up with the Cowboys. Again, the Giants, the rest of their schedule is at Seattle, at home against the Cardinals and the Browns, at the Ravens, and then finish out with us. So they're 4-7. Based off what I've seen about the Giants, keep in mind they lost Daniel Jones is hurt. It looked like he can't put no weight on his leg, hamstring. So it looked like at least 1 to maybe 2 weeks, at least, it looked like we're going to have a backup quarterback with the Giants. I think it's Colt McCoy, actually. So Colt has played before. The Giants have a pretty good defense. I think they're ranked in the top 12 or 13 in the league in defense. So they can play defense. Offensively, they're challenged. And then Jones is gone. So now let's look and see. Do we think the Giants going to beat Seattle at Seattle? No. That's 4-8. Do I think that the Giants are going to beat the Arizona Cardinals at home? No. That'll be 4-9. Do I believe that the Giants will beat the Cleveland Browns at home? No. That's 4-10. I believe that they figured out that they're going to run the ball with Chubb. If you told me Baker Mayfield had to carry him, then I'll give the Giants a chance. I don't trust Baker Mayfield, but that's a Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt team. So that's 4-10. Then they go to the Baltimore Ravens. No, that's 4-11. Then they finish up with the Cowboys. I saved that to the end. So the way I look at it, that's the Giants. They'll come into the last game of the year at 4-10. Bishop Browser, here you go. Your beloved Washington Redskins, who beat up the Dallas Cowboys, embarrassed us, destroyed us on Thanksgiving, made us look real bad. I'm still ticked off right there, okay? They are 4-7. 4-7. Here's the Washington Redskins. Let's look at the resume. Alex Smith, although he's not the same Alex Smith, his brain is still the same. Before Alex Smith got hurt, he was more than a average quarterback. The knock on Alex Smith was he was a check down quarterback, never threw the ball down the field, always throw to the tight end. But Alex Smith won football games. He needed a good running back, and he has that. And our beloved Antonio Gibson, excuse me, for those that are watching out of town, Antonio Gibson is a Memphis kid where I live now. And if you're from Memphis, you already know that Antonio Gibson is the truth. We watched him at the University of Memphis for years. We know he can play, and he's doing serious damage, as expected, because if you're from Memphis, you already knew that Antonio Gibson was going to be a ball player. The Washington Redskins have figured that out. So I like Alex Smith. I never have had problems with him. He's a smart guy. He may not have the athleticism anymore, but he still can get the job done, as you just seen. But here's the Redskins, the rest of their schedule. This Sunday or whatever, not this Sunday because of COVID messing everything up. Their next game, let's just say it like that. Their next game is against the Pittsburgh Steelers at Pittsburgh, at the 49ers. Then they're at home against Seattle, at home against Carolina. Then they finish up on the road at Philly. Let's look at where they are. They're 4-7 right now. They're 4-7. Hello, Instagram, all you guys that are joining in. I'm just doing my podcast from Instagram for the first time. So I appreciate you guys stopping in for me. Let's look at it again. They're 4-7 now. They play at Pittsburgh. That's a loss. That's 4-8. They play at the 49ers. The 49ers play well. They're a tough team. Even with all the injuries, they just got great coaching. They'll figure out. They're playing at 49ers, which really will be probably in Arizona because you've been watching. The 49ers cannot play in California. They shut that down, so they have to move their game to Arizona. Make no difference. I got the 49ers in that. That's 4-9. They play Seattle at home. The Redskins, not the Redskins, I'm sorry. The Washington football team plays Seattle at home. Seattle, I'm picking Seattle to win that. That's 4-10. Then they play Carolina in Washington. You have to tell me who's playing for Carolina first before I can make a prediction. If you tell me McCaffrey will be back, Teddy Bridgewater is still there, that's fine. And then they play at Philly. I believe by that time, I believe that Hurts will be playing by then. But Hurts is a rookie going against Washington's front four. Yeah, I'll get watching that game. So I see 5. I'm like playing spades now. I see Washington with 5 and a possible. That possible is the Carolina game. So let's just act like they're going to win. They're going to win. I'll just say they'll beat Carolina and Philly. That's 6 wins. I see you, Bishop Brazel. You said that they will win the last 3. I don't know about that. So I'll give y'all. So that'll be 6-10 for Washington, based off what I'm saying. So that's the leader. The Giants will be pretty much out of it, maybe. Philly. I was on record 3 weeks ago saying that Philadelphia was not going to win the game in a whole month. I said that. Even I didn't care how they were playing. I knew what schedule they had, and I'm about to read the rest of it to you. And Philly is really not even a factor to me, especially after what I saw last night. And especially if they go to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, this is not Alabama, and this is not Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? It's the league, and it's going to be a problem. I'll show you why. Here's Philadelphia's schedule. At Green Bay is their next game. Then the Saints come to Philadelphia. Then they play at Arizona. Then they play at Dallas. And then they play, I didn't get that right. I don't know who the last game is. I think it's Washington. They play at Washington. No, excuse me. They play at Philadelphia. The Washington team comes to Philadelphia for the last game. So let's go through it again. Philly is 3-8-1. They got a tie. Philly is 3-8-1. They will lose to Green Bay at Green Bay. That's 3-9. They will lose to the Saints. That's 3-10-1. They will lose to Arizona. That's 3-11. Then they play us. Okay. Then they finish up at home against Washington. I think Washington is going to win that game. So we got at least 1, 2, 3, 4 more losses for Philly is the way I look at it. So that's 3-12. And the Cowboy game right now is a toss-up, the way I look at it. So that could be possible 3-13-1, or it could be 4-12-1, which leaves, of course, last. Only reason I'm just going in the order, because Philadelphia's third in the division. Cowboys are last in the division. Totally ridiculous. Totally horrible. It's almost embarrassing to even say that, but it is what it is. And so here are the Cowboys. They play at Baltimore, at Cincinnati. The 49ers come to Dallas. The Eagles come to Dallas. Then we finish up the Giants. Based off what you have seen from the Cowboys, it's not too many people going to pick the Ravens. The way that the NFL has set this thing up, they're sliding the game back further and further back so that Baltimore can have Lamar Jackson back in the game. It's going to happen. J.K. Dobbins is going to be back. All these guys that they have probably will be back, so it won't be RG3 when we play them, all this kind of stuff. I doubt it very seriously. They're going to try their best to bring back Lamar. So I don't think we going to beat the Ravens. Cincinnati, Joe Burrow's gone. We got to win that game at Cincinnati. I think we can beat Cincinnati. That's 4 wins, 4-9. The 49ers, I don't see us beating the 49ers. That's 4-10. Philly, at home, I think we can beat Philly. That's 5 wins. Then we go to the Giants, which is always a tough game. I think we can beat the Giants. I do. That's 6 wins. According to what I just read, you guys, the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys will both have 6 wins, which obviously means we will lose the division. Why? Because Washington beat us twice. That's the tiebreaker. Washington beat us head to head twice. I don't see us beating. In order for us to win, we are gonna have to beat we're gonna have to win a game that nobody thinks we're gonna win. That's the only way we're gonna win. That's the only way. We're gonna have to win a game either against the Ravens or we're gonna have to beat the 49ers. That's the only way that we're gonna be able to get over the top and really have a chance. Because I believe Washington is gonna play well enough in those last two weeks. I don't think they're gonna beat Seattle, but the Panthers and the Eagles, I think they can beat both of them, which will get them to 6 wins. The Cowboys, the only way we're going to get to 7 wins is we're going to have to beat the Ravens or the 49ers, and then we got to beat the team. We got to beat the Bengals, the Eagles, and the Giants. One of those 2 games, the Ravens or the 49ers, those are must-win games if you're talking about winning the division. Now, I gave you all that. I gave you all of that, and we won't be long tonight. I gave you all of that because sooner or later, we got to be realistic. If your whole season is dependent upon cheerleading for other teams to beat division teams, then your season is just about over. Because what that shows slightly is you don't believe that your team is going to win anyway. That's what they showed me. And I'm not knocking you, I'm not knocking Cowboy fans because I'm one. I'm not knocking the Cowboy fans. I'm not knocking them. I'm one. I'm not knocking Cowboy fans to have hope and unrealistic, unrealistic expectations and all that. And hey, there's nothing wrong with it. We're only 1 game down. Those are the facts. We're only 1 game down. Just 1. But can we win? And I don't think this team have the confidence. I don't care less about the Reds. I mean, Washington and the Giants and the Eagles. I don't care less what they do. Who cares? I don't care less. I'm just talking about the Cowboys. We don't have the confidence. You can see it on the field. We don't have the dog. We playing like we walking on eggshells. We're walking like, hey, what's up, Nelson? I see you, man. Want to curve one of my classmates. What's going on? I just don't see. I just don't see the confidence that you need to play the game the way you're supposed to play it. Attitude. There is no attitude. We turn the ball over. It takes us a quarter and a half just to get back in the ball game. Get your head back in the game. I don't know. I just don't see it. Quarterback play. We don't know what quarterback gonna show up. We don't know what Dalton. I know which Dalton have showed up lately, and that's the one that's not getting the job done. We don't know what quarterback gonna do. We don't know what Kellen Moore, our offensive coordinator, is gonna call. We just, I mean, based off the history, we know how he's gonna call the game, and that's usually a horrible game. What he should do, he don't do. What he does, he shouldn't do. It's unbelievable. I don't know what Cowboy team gonna show up every Sunday. Will it be the Cowboy team that played against Minnesota a couple weeks ago, or will it be the team that showed up in the second half against the Reds? I mean, Washington on Sunday. It's just hard for me to stop calling them what they've been called all these years. But I'm glad I'm catching them at the Washington football team. I don't know what team gonna show up. I don't know what defense gonna show up, but the pattern is gonna be the sorry team. Appreciate you, Bishop Browser. Take it easy, man. Listen, I don't know who gonna show up. I'm serious. When the game kick off with us, we have no identity. We don't know who gonna show up. We don't know what team is gonna show up. So it's kind of hard for me to really predict game with the Cowboys because, I mean, based off what I've seen, I mean, it ain't too many games we gonna be favored in. I really believe that if Joe Burrow was playing, I really believe they would favor Cincinnati over us. I do. I don't see the dog that you need. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't know what Ezekiel Elliott gonna show up. I don't know which one gonna show up. But based off the pattern for this year, I see a back that's not gonna get 100 yards. If he gets 60 yards, it'll be landmark. I mean, is he gonna fumble the ball again this week? I mean, I'm just going off what I've seen. I don't know. I don't know. Are you really going to invest a lot of emotion into this offensive line, this patched up offensive line that we have? I can't put no weight on it. If they weren't blocking before, I mean, come on. We got backups, third stringers. They're starting now. Third and fourth stringers, all practice squad. That's what we got started now. And I don't know. Can they protect Andy Dalton? I mean, based on what I've seen, no. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Hey, Fred, I see you, Randy. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling the truth. Why every Cowboy fan is cheerleading cheering for Seattle to beat Philadelphia, cheering hard, you know. You'll be cheering hard for the Pittsburgh Steelers to beat Washington coming up whenever they finally play. You'll be cheering hard for the Steelers to beat Washington. What's up, Sappho? I see you, Newt. I got my two friends on here, Randy and Sappho on here. I'm ready to rock now. Look, while we cheering hard for others to take care of our business, we got to win the game. I mean, once you finish cheering for everybody beating Washington, Philly, or the Giants, what we gonna do? I mean, you know, yeah. I mean, y'all. A lot of I saw it all last night. I'm on about 13 Cowboy pages. I saw it all in the chat box. Everybody was happy. You know, whole lot of folks cheering hard. Woo! Philly gone down. Okay, once you put your Philly or your Seattle Seahawks cheerleading pom-poms back in your closet, what we gonna do? See, as I said earlier, it make no difference if everybody loses, then we lose. You just in the same. You just neutral. There's no advancement. There's no elevation. While y'all cheering hard, and you know you be cheering with the Steelers when they play Washington and Seattle and all that. What up, Cobbs? I see you. What's up, Coach? I mean, okay, you cheered hard. You know, I saw some of y'all. I saw it. I ain't saying that because, you know, we need help. We need help. I get it. But once you finish cheering about Philly losing to Seattle, guess what? We got to play Baltimore. Yeah. Oh yeah, Sappho. We already know about Randy. Newt, you ain't got to explain Newt. He's a hater. We already know Randy is. That's why he laughing now. So you see. Well, look, when you finish cheering for Washington to lose to Pittsburgh and Arizona to beat the Giants and you know all this kind of stuff, when you finish cheering, what are we gonna do? Huh? That's my whole point. And some of y'all, you know, you got hype. You got hype because you thought that Baltimore, you thought we was gonna get by without seeing Lamar Jackson. A lot of y'all was looking at Baltimore and saying, yeah, buddy, we just might get RG3. We might just get, we may not have to see J.K. Dobbins. Y'all might well stop it. Just stop it. Because what you're seeing is the NFL slowly but surely making a way for Lamar to come back for that particular game. That's what's going to happen. So once you finish cheering, we have to win. We got to man up. We got to man up. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. As a loyal Cowboy fan too, so I'm qualified to talk about my team, both negative and positive. I'm qualified. I've been talking about these guys for a long time. If you've been following me on Facebook, you know I've been doing this Cowboy report stuff since 2009. I mean, come on. So you already know. I don't see it. I said all that to say that. I don't see it. I don't see it. Hey, salute. Thanks for joining in on Podbean. Look, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't. I don't see the fire. I don't see the drive. I got a patched up electric company offensive line. Okay, I got a quarterback who's a game manager at this point. I don't see he ain't got time to throw. I got a all-pro running back who's all of a sudden playing like a practice squad running back. So when he touched the ball, he fumbled. I'm just telling it like it is. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And please don't tell me I get the offensive line. I got an offensive coordinator who don't know the identity of the football team. You got an all-pro running back supposed to run the ball. Instead, he want to run a pinball machine type offense where the quarterback throws the ball at least 35 times a game. And you got a backup line full of backups, and you got a backup quarterback playing, but you still want to throw the ball 30 plus times a game. Ezekiel Elliott only had 10 carries last week. What's up, Andy? I see you. It's over. See what I'm saying? My own family telling me it's over. See what I'm saying? See what I'm talking about? George Brown got to go. Appreciate it, Andy. Thanks for hanging with me for a minute. Listen, I don't get it. How in the world? Look, do you think the Tennessee Titans will just give the ball to Derrick Henry 10 times a game? I mean, I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm serious, y'all. Keep in mind before the Cowboys started getting blowed out against Washington, they was only down by 4 points going in the fourth quarter. Ezekiel Elliott had not had the ball even 10 times yet. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what is Kellen Moore doing? That should not be. I see you, Randy. See you laughing at him. I know. That should not be a game. Not one game. I don't care if we got 5 backup linemen in. That should not be one game that Ezekiel Elliott does not carry the ball at least 20 times a game. Do you realize that Tony Pollard only carried the ball 4 times against Washington? Just the last week, Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard combined had carried the ball over 30 times. The very next week, they carried the ball 14 times. What in the world is, huh? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So I don't see the defense is horrible. we got some flash players in the game. Well, I say by flash players, we have flash players that make flash plays, like Randy Gregory. Randy Gregory gonna get you at least 1-2 sacks a game. That's flash. DeMarcus Lawrence is gonna cause some problems. He may get a sack in, maybe 2. That's flash play. But overall, in consistency, we can't stop the run. We sure can't stop the pass. Folk be glad to see Cowboy cornerback. I'm just telling y'all the truth. So I don't see, unless something happened. And I realize all Cowboy fans, I see my brother Macho here, who's what I consider an optimist Cowboy fan. I'm not knocking. I will say this. It is during this time of the year that teams start to get hot. I will say that. I've seen it happen too many times. I just don't see us getting hot. I mean, I really don't. I don't see it. I don't. Unless something happened. I mean, something real drastic that I haven't seen all year. I don't see how we're going to do it. So, again, to answer the question tonight, can the Cowboys win the NFC East? And yes, but they're going to have to win 1 or 2 games. They'll have to win 1 of 2 games that nobody expects us to win. And then they got to beat 3 teams that we should win. We should beat the Eagles. We should beat the Giants. And we should beat the Bengals. Now, one of those games, which is the Ravens and the 49ers. That's what, here you go, Randy. The 49ers come to Dallas in a few weeks. One of those games we got to win. We got to beat either Baltimore or the 49ers. We got to beat them. And then we got to win them 3 games that I just said. That's the only way, because that'll give us the 7 wins. I said Washington is going to win 6 games. And I said that the Cowboys are going to win 6 games. If that happens, the way that you determine the winner of your division then is tiebreakers and head-to-head competition. Well, if that be the case, we already lost because Washington beat us twice. Washington already beat us twice. So that's it's a done deal if it comes down to that. Even if it's tied, Washington will go ahead and win the division. Savo say beating the 49ers is a given. We got to play Savo. I hate the 49ers. It don't sense me lying about it. But they are playing way better than we are. They got good coaching over there. They lost everybody. They worse than what we are. Exactly. Yeah. Well, I don't know, Rand. I don't know. I'm not expecting us to beat Baltimore. I'm not expecting. I will take it, no doubt about it. I'm expecting it. I'm expecting us to beat Cincinnati, especially since Burrow's gone. I'm expecting us the 49er game, based on what I'm seeing right now. I'll be honest, y'all playing a whole lot better than we are. And then we got Philly at home. Then we go to the Giants. I expect us to beat Philly and the Giants. And I expect us to beat Cincinnati. One of those 2 games we got to win. The only way we're going to win the division, we're going to have a game more than Washington. That's the only way. So we got to get to 7 wins. Is that going to happen based on what I done seen? I done cried so much. I can't do nothing but laugh now. Hey, Instagram. Hey, everybody. So I don't know what's going on. What y'all feel about it as we get ready to close out? I just wanted to talk about that tonight. Randy said, I do expect y'all to win the division because that division is not that good. Randy, I don't know. I mean, you got to look at who playing the best. And right now, to be honest with you, the 2 best teams that are playing the best are the Giants and Washington. They got a real tough schedule coming up. Washington, let me read that again because you joined in late. There's a reason why Washington I don't think gonna last. Here's their schedule. They play, their next game is at Pittsburgh, at y'all place, the 49ers. They play Seattle right after that. Then they play Seattle and Carolina at home. Then they go to the Eagles. They're not going to beat the Steelers. I don't think they're going to beat y'all. And I don't think they're not going to beat Seattle. So that's 3 more losses. That's 10 losses right there, 4-10. The Giants, who are the leader of the division, play at Seattle next. Then they go play at home against Arizona and Cleveland Browns. Then they go to Baltimore. And then they finish off with us. So the way I look at it is the Giants are going to lose the next 4 games. At Seattle, they're at home against Arizona, at home against Cleveland. Then they go on the road to Baltimore. That's 4 more losses. That's the way I look at it. So that's 4-11 for them. Philly, I already told you they don't win for a whole month. I said that 2 weeks ago. Their games, they play at Green Bay. Then the Saints come to Philadelphia. Then they play at Arizona. Then they play us. And then they close out with Washington. So, I mean, it's rough sledding for them. Randy, you said that's my point. Their schedule is much tougher. So y'all should win with 6 games. Well, I said 6 games, but I had Washington winning 6 games. I said that Washington was gonna win their last 2 games, and that was at home against Carolina, and then they go to Philadelphia. So they got 4 wins now. I said that the last 2 weeks, they would win those 2 games. That's what I had come up with. So that's 6 wins. And if the Cowboys got 6 wins, Washington will win the division because they beat us twice. That's head to head. So that's why I was saying we got to get to 7 wins. I think that Washington's going to end up with 6. That's just my prediction based on what I've seen. So I don't know how y'all feel about it. If you got any more comments, let me know. I know y'all laughing at me with the Cowboys. Y'all love my misery. Y'all know I'm one of the biggest Cowboy fans of all time. And I know y'all enjoying the misery that I'm having with this year. There was so much that I had anticipated. I didn't know it was going to be this bad with the injuries and all that kind of. Hey, Saber Martin on Podbean, how you doing tonight? Appreciate all you guys listening. I'm reading your comments, but while I'm reading your comments, let me just say this. If you're on Facebook, or if you're on YouTube, or if you're on or those two, or if you're everywhere, I'll just say this. If you want to support the show, if you feel like that touch upon God touch your heart and you want to help me out in my little hobby that I have here, I'm putting my cash out here for you. It is the Big Time Show right there. If you're on Instagram right now, forgive me for not putting it in. I'm going to do that now. It is the one and only, the Big Time Show. If you want to help me out in my hobby here that I'm doing, if you don't, it's not a big deal because my podcast is not my source for, forgive that. That is the wrong Instagram. That is the wrong hashtag there. Let me put that back. Y'all forgive me for not looking at y'all. But if you're on Podbean right now, you have that option there to become a member. All you have to do is push that red button there and become a patron of the show. And you will just take it from there. If you're on Instagram, again, you can press those hearts there. If you're on Periscope, you can give me the hearts also. And that will help out. Also, if you're on Podbean, again, you can do the golden beans. We got several ways where you can contribute to the show. If not, I'm cool with it. I just appreciate you guys listening in tonight on this Tuesday evening. Come with me on Saturday at 3 o'clock. I'm going to talk about on Saturday one of the greatest cons in the world right now, and that is our beloved president right now, Donald Trump. That he's smooth, and yeah, some of you guys, I don't want you guys to fall for the okie doke. Donald Trump is playing people. I'll tell y'all about that on Saturday at 3 o'clock. He putting on a great show. He is. This is a show. He knows he's lost. He knows it. But he knows he's lost. I mean, he knows it. That's why they're moving ahead. He knows it. But there was an article, and I just lead it in. There was an article that came out that said that President Trump has gained $150 million. $150 million based off this election fraud stuff, where people are actually giving him money to help him out in his cause, in which he keeps 75 cents out of every dollar that comes in. And so far, since the election has ended, he has gained over $150 million. I'll ask y'all this question as I get ready to leave you tonight. Wouldn't you act a fool too if you were getting $150 million plus? There's a great chance that this man, when he walks out of the White House in January, there's a great chance this man probably will have $300 million in his pocket. Some of y'all think he a fool. No, ma'am, no, sir. That's called playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers. Y'all don't understand that. I'm out of here, y'all. I'm out of here. I'll talk about it this Saturday. My poor Cowboys, boy, I tell you. What's up, Boot? I'm out, man. You done missed me, man, but hey, check out the replay. I'm out of here. I am the one and only. This is, without a doubt, the Big Time Show. Appreciate you guys hanging with me. We'll see you again this coming up Saturday at 3 o'clock. I don't hold nothing back. I'll tell it like it is. We'll see you on Saturday, 3 o'clock. Y'all know what it is. I am Douglas Brooks. This is the Big Time Show. Y'all keep hanging with me here. We'll see you next time.